Hello everyone, welcome to my first build video. So this isn't my build, it's a build I made for my mother because her old computer was kind of dying and crapping out. And I figured I'd build her a new one, and this is a Corsair Carbide 200R that I built it in. It didn't come with this CD drive thing in the front. I had to rip that off of her old computer, just so I could install Windows 7, but it's fine. And then, well, I could open it up right here. It's really easy actually compared to her old case. You just unscrew these things and it comes out, and if you look right here, it's all dirty down at the bottom. That's just dried up paint splats. It's not going anywhere. So that's the inside right here. Since it's mainly just going to be like a web browsing family home computer, I didn't want to go overboard on it. I got an average kind of setup. So she has a i3 3220 GT 640, 8 gigabytes of Kingston Ram. Here's the CD drive thing. 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, and hard drive from her old computer, which is like 320 gigabytes. So, because she has all of her files on it, and she didn't want to lose it. So, the case came with this front intake and exhaust fan, but then I went ahead and strapped a fan down here. I originally had this one though. I originally had this one. It's like a $5 cheap fan that I had bought. It made a loud whirring sound, and it was pretty annoying, so I got rid of it. But I put a Corsair fan in, and this one works perfectly, and it's quiet, and I like it. Because the case is like, yeah, it's pretty silent once you put it all together. Also, as for the power supply, it's just a 400 watt non-modular PSU, because I didn't want to spend the extra money going for a modular one, since most of the cables are just going to be tucked back there anyway. And since the case doesn't have a side panel, look, or not that it doesn't have a side panel, since it doesn't have a window, it's just kind of this. It didn't really matter how the insides look, as long as it's functional. So yeah, all the cables are kind of going everywhere, but it works. Except for this cable right here. This one stretches across the CPU fan. And I'm scared that one day it's going to drop into the little fan blades and stop the CPU's fan from spinning. So I'm gonna have to like tape it down or something, because it's like stretched across there. Also, as for the motherboard, it's a Z77 Gigabyte board. I don't know the actual name though, because the name always escapes me. Yeah, that's basically it. I didn't do anything crazy like water cooling or anything like that, since she's gonna basically just be using it for just random programs on her computer and web browsing, things like that. So there's no need to go overboard. And I had around a $500-600 budget, so I worked with what I could. I went a little bit over though, since I had to buy Windows 7 for her. I originally was going to pirate it, but she didn't want it pirated. So I have these 2 extra keyboards that I gave her, but it works though. I just want to show you guys it works. So I could open up YouTube or Google, go onto YouTube, like that. It's connected to the interwebs, so it works, and it's moderately fast. I like it. So yeah, you can see that it works. I'm really proud of this build though. I didn't think once I put it all together, since it is my first build, I spent I'd say quite a while over the summer learning how learning all the parts of computers and getting really interested in them. And then, well, I didn't really think it would work the first time I put it together, because I put all the parts in, I did everything, I read all the manuals, things like that, and I pressed the button and it turned on, and I was really happy. I didn't think it would, but it did, and huzzah, hooray! And I've lifted it up on these little stands so the bottom fan could get more air, and it's not wobbly in the slightest, so it's not going to be falling off. Yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this build video. Oh wait, before I leave, I'm going to turn it around so you could see the back cable management, the little that I did, so I'll show you guys. Okay, so as for the back, disregarding these cables, because these kind of just went around, my cable management could be better, but still. It doesn't really matter, since no one's looking inside the case at all. There's like this random 4-pin connector peeking through, and yeah. I didn't do all too much in terms of cable management. It doesn't really matter for this build. Maybe if I were to build another one, I would do a little bit more. But still, airflow is pretty good. I haven't had any overheating problems since I put it up, even though the room she has it in is really, really hot. Well, still, alright, well, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed anything about the, about this build. So, yeah, see you guys later.